what's up? It's GVKcollectibles, and you know what day it is. It's Mythical Mountain Monday. So, auction was, of course, the other day. And it was really good, really fun. A lot of cool books. I feel like I didn't get as much, but here, let me show you the stack anyway. Yeah, it's a pretty good stack. Normal stack, I would think, for the most part, which is really, really good. The show was really, really good. And, yeah, I mean, not much more to say. It's always a fun time with the auctions or the claim sales, as always. Lots of good stuff. So let's jump into it. So first book I got officially was this cool. It was this really, really cool variant for Detective Comics 1022. This is during the Joker War. It's a cool little it's Two-Face from the story. This is actually a storyline that was involving him. It's weird. I think it was a storyline that was actually taking place within the Joker War story, but it kind of standed on its own. It was a really solid story arc. It drew a lot from the previous stories, including like Super Heavy, where there's even a point where Harvey Dent actually is piloting like the mech suit that Jim Gordon used when he was Batman in Super Heavy of Scott Snyder's run, which was really, really cool. But really cool. This is actually a low print count version of this variant, so it's really, really cool, and it's done by, I think, the same, I don't know, who is this done by? I have no idea. I will find that out sooner or later, people. I'll put it down below, of course, as I always do, when I like to do these specific ones, but a really, really cool, solid one. Keeping up with the Joker War one going, but instead of Detective Comics, this is actually the main title done by James Tynion, and it is Batman 89. This is the first punchline in a cameo. So, and this is the third printing of this one, which is really, really cool. It's got all the his main rogues. You got Catwoman, you got Riddler, you got Joker, Harley, and Penguin, which I don't really consider Harley anymore, like of how she's being positioned within the stories now. She's actually kind of coming into her own. She's really kind of a part of the Bat family now too, which is really, really cool. Within the current storyline with like Clown Hunter, Ghostmaker, she's really kind of coming into her own, and I really loved the I think issue 100 with her in it. I really like that. I think it's the most other than the Harleen book. Harley Quinn's a character I really like. I haven't really delved into reading, but I like when she's a part of things, and she's really, really cool. I like her in Joker War, which is really cool. She fights with Punchline, basically telling Punchline like, "You're kind of crazy to think he is in love with you," which is funny, or like he likes you, which is really cool. Harley knows it firsthand, and I really love how Harley's kind of come into her own as a character as of late. This one's actually really cool. So normally I am actually not a fan of this specific kind of these characters, but they're really, really popular. But I actually really love the first movie, and it is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. This is actually the adaptation, the comic book adaptation, I think from, let me check, because I believe this is actually from Archie Comics. Yeah, it's Archie Comics, so this is the official adaptation of the story, which is really, really cool. I really love the first one. The second one I really love too. Was it done? Peter Lairman and Kevin Eastman. This is really cool. Yeah. But yeah, I really love the first film. I think it's a really, really fun movie, and it's really cool to see this. This is from the 80s, I think, so, which is really cool. Actually 90s, so this is actually from the 90s. Sorry about that. But it's really cool to see, kind of hard copies at the time, like trade paperbacks at the time, which is really, really cool. I actually think I think it's a one-shot. I don't know. I think this is actually a trade paperback, which is really, really cool. I really love the art of it, though. It looks very much like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series back in the day. So, keeping up, the next few entries are going to be Star Wars related, which, of course, definitely makes sense because of what was shown the other day within The Mandalorian, if you haven't seen. But this is actually really cool. This is actually not any of the Marvel stuff. There's actually a lot of the Dark Horse stuff, which is really, really cool. This is really an error that I never, which it's weird. It was this era I was into during Star Wars. So this is like around the time of like Episode 3. So this is like prime for me. And this is a really cool one. It's Jedi Ayla Secura, Star Wars Jedi. And this one focuses on Ayla Secura, who is probably one of my favorite Jedis, I think, from the prequel era. And this is also notable. This is actually the first appearance of Aura Singh, who is a bounty hunter who played who you saw at the beginning, not the beginning, but you saw in the pod racing scene from Episode 1, but she really made her bigger impact generally on the Clone Wars and the expanding universe. She mainly made a bigger, my biggest exposure to her within continuity, like anything in media, is the Clone Wars by Dave and everybody, Dave Filoni, when that was coming around, the second Clone Wars series, which is really, really cool. But really, really cool art. I really love that Ayla Secura look. Like, I love that art. It looks really, really cool. So, these two are kind of cool. So, this one's actually cool. This is Star Wars Boba Fett, Agent of Doom, kind of keeping it up with Boba Fett. And this is, I actually have no context of the series. I think it may be after, it may be before Return of the Jedi, just because Boba's universe is really, really expansive within the universe of the stories. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, yeah, so this is 2000, so you can definitely tell, because there's the Power of the Jedi line by Kenner. And, yeah, this looks... wow. Wow, this looks really, really cool. Like, it's that really cool kind of, I want to say early 2000s art style. This is, like, right after the, God, what is it? After... yeah, this looks like it takes place before Return of the Jedi, which looks really, really cool. Looks really well done. I like the art. It's kind of got that kind of grungy kind of look to it, which looks really, really cool. And I think it's really well done. But yeah, it's really cool. Maybe I'll probably have to find the whole, sorry about that, the whole series of that too to see. This one's actually really, really cool. This is actually a one-shot. It is Star Wars Jango Fett. Where's the, oh, yep, it's just Star Wars Jango Fett, which is really, really cool. Jango Fett, as you guys know, recently with The Mandalorian, technically, there was a big debate of whether Boba and Jango were Mandalorians, like, starting really with Season 2 of the Clone Wars, when Almag basically said, oh, they're not Mandalorians, and it kind of, for the longest time, and I kind of, unfortunately, I was in the set of, like, no, Boba's not a Mandalorian anymore, that's fine. Now, they are Mandalorians again. They are foundlings, which is really, really cool. I really love that, because I loved when they did that concept, because they were going to basically they were going to re-employ that back into the story. Oh wow, the art's really, really cool. Like, here, look at that. Art's really, really cool. I really love it. I like Jango Fett. Jango Fett's a really cool character. His Legends backstory, which is pretty much, I think, going to be much canon again in oh yeah, this is it. Yeah, a little cool little dad moment with Boba. That's really, really cool. Yeah, this is really cool. So this is basically like a story, like a story of him doing, like, being a bounty hunter, the day in the bounty hunter of Boba Fett, which is really, really cool. Jango Fett, I'm sorry, my bad. But it's really, really cool. I really dig the art. It's really cool. I'm definitely gonna read this, because it is just a one-shot, so it's kind of like to show what it is. Jango Fett, to the hair armor to the infamous... the hair to the armor of an infamous Mandalorian warrior, and the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy, and the loving father to a very special son. Oh, that's cool. I really like that. It's really, really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna read that, because I love that art look, and I love a lot of the Legend stuff. I like going back looking at Legend stuff. Like, I think that the Heir of the Empire trilogy, the Thrawn trilogy is amazing. This one's pretty freaking cool, actually. So this is a free comic book day book, but it's really, really cool because it is Clone Wars and it's Getty Tarkovsky's original Clone Wars, so the one that I grew up with. And to note, this is actually the first appearance of General Grievous, I think, ever. And General Grievous, if you guys seen this version of the Clone Wars, you know he's freaking not to be messed with. It's really, really cool. You got, yeah, it's got that Getty style to it, which looks really, really cool, really phenomenal. I loved how Grievous was designed in that show, in the show. It's really, really well done. And it just looks freaking cool. So I'm actually gonna read it. I'm gonna read this because it's a free comic per day, so it's gonna be cool. And also, pretty much with anything with Boba and Jango Fett, it's gonna be on the rise. So it's gonna just go up high because of now he's back within the Boba Fett mainly being back within being a Mandalorian and everything. So the camera's about to cut out, so I will be right back really quickly. Hey guys, so I'm back as anyway. So I think, yeah, so, oh gosh, what should I do? Because this is essentially what remains right here. So, but I feel like I'm going to go through these. So this one I saw, this one they had, it was pretty interesting. I'm actually I'm gonna save that one for last. So, the few for last. This is gonna be a shorter Mythical Mountain Monday video. But we got Elvira, House of Mysteries, and she's got like a katana. And this is a DC comic, which it looks very much older. It's an older DC comic. Yeah, 86. So April of 86, which looks really, really good for how old it is. It has probably my second favorite DC logo. I really dig that DC logo right there. There's a few DC logos that I really, really like, and this is really cool. I don't know what this is about. I have really no information about it, except it has Elvira and she has a katana, or probably a katana actually. So it's gonna be an interesting read. So this next one right here, this is actually a really cool one. So this is from Rebirth, and it's also a Dark Knight's metal tie-in, as I said, and it's really, really cool. So apparently this is Nightwing 29, and it is the second appearance of Batman Who Laughs. Oh, this is the second appearance of the Batman Who Laughs within within comics, and it looks really, really cool, really well done. And I actually didn't notice he's actually in the background of Batman Who Laughs. So recently I got to review the Dark Knight's, the Grim Knight one, which is kind of tied into Dark Knight's metal. He's mainly tied in with the Batman Who Laughs, but really, really cool. I also think, let me double check, because I don't want to lie to you guys. Because I think there's credits. There's going to be credits here somewhere. Oh, yep, right here. So, cover... Yep, cover is Stefan Section. I would put his name on the bottom. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I'm totally sorry, sir, but Stefan Section makes wonderful art. He does a really, really good job. He did the cover artist. He did the cover for this. One of the series that I think a lot of people will know him from is Moonstone, which is his kind of his indie comic. And also he did, for DC, the Black Label, he did Harleen, which retells Harley Quinn's origin, which I think is really, really well done. It's a really beautiful book. And it's a fun book. So I think if you want to get into Harley Quinn, and I would suggest reading it, because it's a really cool interpretation of the origin of how she became Harley Quinn. Also, go back and watch the animated series and read those. So yeah, pretty cool. I really love that. I'm actually probably going to read this to see what it ties into. So these ones, it's weird because I never necessarily decided to collect this series at all, but now it's like seeing it now of how many I'm getting of this comic each time. I think I am actually going to start, what is it? I'm going to start collecting this series, and it is Vengeance of Vampirella, by Harrison Publishing, or Harrison Comics, of whatever you want to call it. And I got 4 issues, so this is going to be, well, yeah, 4 issues. So I got 4 issues. This is going to be the final caveat of the series. I don't know too much about this series. I know Vengeance got relaunched by Dynamite, and it's essentially a continuation of this story. That I actually don't know how long it went up to, but now I'm actually going to start to collect these. I'm actually going to probably try and get done collecting them, or get done collecting several of them. I'll start to read them because I kind of want to know the whole origin of that universe, because it's kind of not confusing, but it just kind of drops you in like this post-apocalyptic universe. So it's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, you got Vampirella with a skull that is alive, which is really creepy. Really, really well. Which I think this was a series done within the 90s. It looks really, really good. A lot of cool art. Like, Vampirella covers have really, really well done art, I think. In my opinion. And you get more. Got like this werewolf thing. But yeah, this is definitely a series that I'm actually going to start collecting a hell of a lot more. Just because I have quite a bit of the comics already, and since I'm already reading the one title, of course. So, yeah. With that out of the way, that was pretty much Mythical Mountain Monday for today. Pretty shorter episode, I think, comparative to the last few weeks. They've been relatively longer. So with that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you hit like and subscribe. Hit the little bell notification so you get notified when Mythical Mountain Mondays, What's in the Box Wednesdays, Friday figure reviews come out on Fridays, and if we post on Saturday, we'll have maybe we'll just do, you know what, let's post this. It's fun, for fun. Also, check us out on Instagram. I'm GVKcollectibles, of course, and you'll get to see close-ups of all these comics on there. You also follow my brother, Jack's Pop Guy. He posts he has a lot of cool Funko Pops. He has a cool Funko Pop collection. He also will probably do auctions at some point. I don't know when. That's completely up to him. It's not my thing to do. Also, make sure to check us out on Mercari as well. I have a lot of cool stuff on there. A lot of video games, figures, and older movies. I also check out Jack's Pop Guy. He's got some Funko Pops, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Monday, I should say. Hopefully get through it, and yeah, peace.